Tonight, London's forgotten children. The warnings. Good evening. The summer holidays are normally something to look forward to, but for the most vulnerable children in the capital, this year is very different. After 4 months of lockdown, the prospect of another 6 weeks at home has led charities and councils to warn of the risks these young people face. More than 20,000 calls have been made to the NSPCC in London by people worried about children, but from behind closed doors, it is much harder to spot those who need help. In Lambeth alone, referrals to social services have dropped by 50%. Frustrating for those on the front line who know their help is so desperately needed. Chloe Keedy reports. And Chloe, listening to your report there, it sounds like the worst is yet to come.
Yeah, and it's not just likely to be a rise in the number of children being excluded because...
All right, Chloe, thank you. Well, 2 weeks ago, the Prime Minister said driverless trains must be introduced as a condition of his bailout for Transport for London. But today, Sadiq Khan dismissed the off-the-cuff idea, saying it would cost billions and involve completely remodelling not just the capital stations, but the tracks too. Our political correspondent Simon Harris has more. A woman has been arrested on suspicion of murder following the death of a baby in Wembley. Those who raised concerns about fire safety to the company in charge of the Grenfell Tower refurbishment were labelled rebel residents, the inquiry heard today. Simon Lawrence, who works for Ryden, said that those living in the tower were vocal and aggressive. Rags Martell reports. The weather is still to come, plus... But first, the charity War Child is launching a 6-week emergency coronavirus crowdfunder to help children living in war zones who are also now facing the threat of COVID. A host of celebrities are donating their time as well as personal items to help raise £300,000 in online auctions. Well, among them is London actor and War Child ambassador Kerry Mulligan, who I'm delighted... Well, it's known as the biggest front door in the UK, so keeping passengers and staff safe travelling in and out of Heathrow Airport is vital as the world continues to adjust following lockdown. The latest recruit tasked with the job is Victoria. She's a COVID cleaning robot. Martin Stew went to meet her. Next tonight, they've been on the front line caring for thousands of patients with coronavirus for months. Now to say thank you for the remarkable work they've been doing. The City of London is honouring 4 staff members from St Bartholomew's Hospital with the Freedom of the City. Well, Heather Byers, Paul Watson, Natalie Scott and Dr Jonathan Lambourne received the honour this afternoon in a virtual ceremony. I'm pleased to say that Dr Jonathan is able to join me now. Many congratulations, first of all. What does it mean to you to receive this honour? A physiotherapist and a technician all received the honour today, and it really just does show that it is a team effort, isn't it? It's all hands on deck. Sport now, and good news for cricket fans as the first women's game since the coronavirus pandemic is underway this evening. Surrey and Middlesex are back in action at the Oval for the London Cup. Antoine Allen. Sally is here. Sally, it was an end of a lockdown era today, wasn't it?
It was, Joe Wayne.
And Sally, you've spent the day at Covent Garden Flower Market, haven't you, listening to stories about a very special man?
Yes, this